Hey Naya, I hope you're having an awesome time at your birthday party. In this lesson, we are going to review the dotted quarter note. So, this is when we take a quarter note, chop it in half, and you have an eighth note, and then you slap that eighth note back onto your quarter. So you have a quarter plus an eighth, which equals 1.5 beats. Okay? So when we count it out, we have 1 and 2. Just 1 and 2, no and. So the and would have to come from either another eighth note or an eighth rest. Okay, so remember we did these rhythms. I would count them 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and, right? That's pretty simple. That's what we've been counting all along. Then it says, what if we tied the quarter to the first eighth? We'd have 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and, which is the exact same thing that we have when we have a dotted quarter. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Okay, so that's our dotted quarters. So we're going to take a look at the next song in your book. This is My Planet Earth. It's the same melody as God Save the Queen, if you've ever heard that song. Okay, the beginning is exactly like Spanish Caballero. We play a nice G crosshand arpeggio. So that's just when we do a broken chord with G. And then you switch hands. And we go all the way up to here. Okay, then you do that with pedal. Then we get to a rhythm that has the dotted quarter note in here. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. So on the piano, you put finger 2 on middle C. Okay, so I have 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, so again, let's follow along with our counting. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, moving on. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Here, you have to be careful because if you look at those finger numbers, both of those are an E, and yet we change from a finger 4 to a finger 3. So I'm going to play from the beginning and show you that looks like here. So we're starting with a 2 on middle C. See that transition there? So you're going from here to here. Then at this part, you have a little crossover, kind of like our scale fingering, okay? So you got that 2, 1, 2, 1, so that looks like, okay? So thumb stays anchored, it's just 2 that's crossing in between, okay? Then we're gonna switch it up and we're gonna try our new dotted quarter with some chords. So take a second, can you tell what interval these chords are? If you said an interval of a third, you are correct. Okay, so that means we're going to go 5-3 to 4-2 to 1-3. So you don't actually have to move your hand at all on the piano keys, you're just changing the fingers that you're playing with. And that's going to look like this. Okay, so let's do that one more time. So we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, our next line. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Now when you count here, careful because you have those eighth notes, they need to be faster. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Here, we gotta be careful. See where it says lift? Look at your notes that both say finger number 5. The one here is G, here is an A. So that means you're going to have to shift your hand, okay? Like this. We got another crossover there. So let's go over that one more time. Okay, and then you end on another arpeggio, crosshand arpeggio, but this one is in C. Okay? Left hand, that's pretty simple. We're just doing some chord changes. Now this looks kind of complicated, but you never actually move your finger 5 away from C. So finger 5 is going to stay here like an anchor. And let's follow along with our chords. You have a nice G chord, a 1, 3, 5. I have part of a 5-7 there. It's just an interval of a second. 1 and 5. Then if you see your top note moves up by 1 note, it's an A, so you're just going to stretch them for that. So we go from here to here and back down again. rest of it pretty much follows that pattern. Watch out for your finger changes, because that's when you're gonna have to move your hand. Okay, every time you have a finger number, that should be a little clue that you're gonna have to move your hand. So see if you can give this song a try, and just make sure you're being extra careful when you count your dotted quarter notes.